Before Christmas went all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced through their heads. And my kerchief and me and my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there...
Hey y'all! Y'all ready for our last breakout session? I'm so glad y'all are here. I was so nervous at the last one. I'm still really nervous, but I was so nervous at the last one. I'm like, please if I come to the second one, please. So I am just honored to be here today. I am Diane Burnett. My husband and I, Danny, are log home mom and dad. We are a Scentsy director team. We have been with Scentsy for 3 years. I love it, love it, love it. My daughter is not in here any longer, but she is our star director. That is Blue Cottage Mommy. She was doing hashtag Scentsy Live this morning. She is our sponsor, and she's been with Scentsy 4 years, so we joined a year after her. I was born in Tennessee, moved here when I was a little girl. My husband is a native Floridian. And it's funny because we don't run into too often many native Floridians, but my daughter asked that in her session, and like half the room raised their hand if they were native Floridians. So that's such an honor. He's got quite a family history here. So like I said, we do have 2 daughters. One is Blue Cottage Mommy, Danielle. She is married to her, they were next door neighbors of ours growing up. And they were little kids, and he picked on her like crazy and couldn't wait for him to move away. And he came back when he was 18, and they went on a date, and that was it. And now I am the Lammy to 2 amazing grandchildren. Come see me, I will show you pictures. And so we also have Abigail. She is our youngest. Danielle was a whoopsie. Abigail. We say Abigail was planned. Danielle says she was planned, but by God, not us. Our Abby is a blue-haired barista. She is not with Scentsy. I've been trying so hard to get her. She's a cosplay, and I'm like, you need to do Scentsy. Let's see, where am I at? Okay. My husband and I homestead on 2 acres. We have 6 chickens. You can come see me on my Facebook page. I go live every day with my chickens. Everybody loves to see my little episodes, and they're sweet, and I just enjoy it. We also garden. We love to fish, kayak, anything nature, historic. I glamp. I do not camp. I am too old for that. So we have a 5th wheel that we love to go camping in. I met my sweet man. I don't see my sweet man in here. I think he left so he wouldn't make me nervous. I met him when I was 16 years old. He was a busboy at Denny's restaurant, and I was not where I was supposed to be at midnight. And he swept me off my feet. We were married on my senior prom. And so that was almost 33 years ago, you guys. He did not have a car, so he was my knight in shining armor on a 10-speed bicycle. So I thank God every day for the opportunity to be able to tell him how much I love him. So that's really important to me. But today, I'm here to talk to you about leading the pack. My sweet, sweet, sweet Scentsy Grandma, Danette, and I don't know if you guys listened to her this morning. She's absolutely incredible, been with Scentsy 15 years. She gave me a book when we were in Austin, and it's called 20,000 Days and Counting. And it really makes you think about the time you have spent on Earth, and what you've done with that time, and the time you have left, and the impact you've had on your family, friends, and even your team. Whether you have a team of 1 or 1,000, you are a leader. Believe it or not. Anybody lead or above in here? You didn't get there on your own, so you have to have at least 1 team member, right? So you are a leader. And I think a lot of people really don't think of themselves that way, but you are. You're a leader.
It's important for you to invest the time to get to know them and the reason behind their Scentsy journey and what they want out of their business. Why exactly did they join? Was it for personal discounts to pay maybe for a date night, supplement an income, or like me, have hopes of retiring your husband from a lifetime of hard work? It's important to be clear about their journey so that neither of you get frustrated. What if someone's a kidnapper and they had no intentions of proceeding to be a regular consultant, right? They joined that $15 join special when they could have just went and bought a warmer and a wax on their own, but they did that, and they don't have any intention. Not saying every $15 kidnapper did that, but that happens, right? There's even people that do the $99 kit, and then you can't ever get a hold of them. You don't know who they are. You've never had a conversation with them. But it's important for you to know that and recognize that and not waste your energy on that. But if you know someone wants a career out of it, if they've told you that, or if maybe their behavior has said that, consistently check in with them. Check on their numbers, see if they have any questions, any frustrations, problem solving. And then I always try to impress upon having an open line of communication, even if they are not my direct front line. Anyone on my team, I try to have an open communication. And I know as I get bigger, my team gets bigger, I won't be able to do that with everyone, but hopefully I'm setting that example to them to do that for their downline, so I won't have to, right? So it's important from day one to let your recruits though, know that you're there to coach, train, and cheer them on. And before you can do that, you have to be leading from the front. So what does that exactly mean, leading from the front? I think a lot of people don't understand that term, and maybe they don't like it, so I'm going to tell you what that means today. You're putting yourself first, and you're putting your business first. You cannot be an effective leader if you yourself are not doing what you're trying to communicate. So let's say I suggest to my team doing, I know a lot of people call them mystery bags, mystery crates, lift boxes. I'm local mom, so I call mine cabin crates. And so I tell my team, they work, y'all. Like I'm telling you, they work. I have 30 to 50 a month. First day of the month, I am qualified to be paid a title, right? Because I've put in all of my orders. I only do $20 crates. If I have 30, that's $600, right? If I have 50, that's $1,000 I'm putting in on the first day of the month. So I'm already halfway to my $2,000. When I joined Scentsy, that extra 5% commission was very enticing to me. And I was determined to have $2,000 a month in sales. So by being trained and by being qualified and you having your 500, you're automatically paid a title if you're a leader with your contribution, right? But don't stop there. That you should never stop. How can you be upset with your team not performing when you yourself are not performing? So I have leaders that will wait until the last day of the month and decide to put an order in for themselves so they can be paid a title. They'll wait to see how close their team gets before they do it. And if you don't think your team is watching you, they are watching you. I can guarantee you that. So like I said, my personal goal every month is 2,000 or more. I'm showing my team that it's consistently possible to do that. And of course I want that extra 5% commission, but I also want to expand my customer base. You don't think that my customers that I have now are all buying $2,000 a month. They're not. I'm having to expand my customer base. Fundraisers, events, parties, whatever, couch parties, Facebook parties. I have not done a home party. I've done one home party. I lied. One home party. So most of my parties are on Facebook. So don't think that you have to go out and lug all your stuff to someone's house. You don't have to. I do love events though. I love events, love doing them. My husband and I are real good at them, and I absolutely love meeting new people. So it's just an amazing few hours to me. So I do love that. So my personal sales for the last year have been between $2,011 and $5,449. That could have been a $6,000 month. That was September when Jack came out. I had orders, a party to put in, but I held it to front load my next month because, I was a little nervous after doing so good in September. So I did hold those sales. But even in my shortest sales month of the year, which is December, because our shipping stops at the 17th of the month, right? I had $3,500 in sales. Last month, January, Last month, we ended at $5,413. January 31st was the end of the catalog. It was the end of this incentive period. Y'all, that last day of the month, I sold $2,400. That earned us a spot in the top 150 trip. So we're going to the Netherlands. This entire incentive period gave us a huge focus on building your team, right? Because you could have all the points you want in selling. If you didn't have those sponsoring points, you weren't earning anything. And that was a huge obstacle for a lot of people. So it really did, Scentsy set us up for success for that. Even our slingshot, that really was focused on recruiting. So that Scentsy's really setting you up for success on trying to build your team. So if you're saying that I've exhausted my customer base, I've exhausted people to ask to join, find new customers, find new people. There's still so many people, you guys, that's not even heard of Scentsy. I don't know if you heard Danette speak this morning, but she has only been in Central Florida 2 months. She's been in Idaho her entire life. And in 2 months, she's already had a new teamie join, and she's got 127 or 8 contacts that's never even heard of Scentsy before. How amazing is that? So the next thing I suggest for you as a leader is do not take time off of your business. Your business will suffer. Your team will suffer. And when I say don't take time off, I'm not talking about not going on vacation. I'm not talking about, enjoying Christmas. I'm saying don't take the month of December off because, it's the holidays. I want to spend time with my family. I had a leader do that one year. She did that last year. She came back. She decided she would take 45 days off. Came back January 15th. She couldn't get any sales. Where do you think her customers went? They needed Scentsy, right? Her team couldn't count on her. She wasn't there for them. Who was? Me. I was there for them. She had to rebuild her customer base. And she's never recovered from that. And it's just imperative that you don't take time off. Of course, things happen in our lives that we have to. My niece was killed 1.5 years ago while we were at SFR. I didn't work that whole month. I missed Mexico. But sometimes life, you gotta do things that are better for you. And my customers understood. I communicated with them. They were all absolutely amazing. But this is your business, and it works if you work. Same with your leaders. All right, so my day typically, I'm super blessed. My husband and I have been small business owners for almost 30 years. Ladies, who's married? Y'all, in the mornings, who has on your nightstand a cup of coffee waiting for you before you even get out of bed? Me. I do. I've got him trained. You got that too? I don't even have to get up to pee because I've done that like at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I am good. I sit there, I focus on, I have a lot of pages from my Log Club Mom and a lot of other things. I've got my VIP group, so I focus on posting in all those pages. I want that interaction. That interaction builds me not just amazing friendships, but potential customers or maybe customers. My VIP group is very active. I've got 444 people in there, not just ladies, people in there. And it is a very active group, but I'm active with them. If they comment, I comment back. I don't just like their comment, or I comment back. I want that interaction with them. I generally want them to know I love and care for them. So it's super important. So about the first hour of the day, that's what I spend doing. And then like I said, I'm blessed. My girls are grown. My husband's out working. I answer phones. I do all this stuff. So I can take time to work my business as it comes in and as I need to. So that's really important to me. So one of the things I guess, okay, if you are lead and above, do you have a team page? Who has a team page? Lead and above. Okay, you should. Who's lead and above that doesn't have a team page? Does not have a team page. Go make a team page tonight. Make a team page tonight. It is so important. If you've got one person, you're a leader. So it's important for you to have that. And it's important not just for you to be posting in your page. So my daughter is my star director. I still post motivational things in her page, and I comment on things. I'm one of her leaders. I have an expectation of helping her also and helping her team. And so it's really important for you to do those things. So you should be posting in your team page too. Help your leader. It shouldn't be all on her. You guys help her. That's so important. And I personally, in the mornings too, one of the first things I do is go on my workstation and I check that news tab. What news has come in all night? What has happened? I want my team to know, because let's face it, most of them don't even ever go look at that news tab. I mean, they're just shocked. I'll get oh, we charge for shipping now? Yeah, like 6 months ago, like seriously. And don't tell me you've not got that, because I know you have. So I like them to hear from me. Now, my star and above, that you can do it any title you want. I have a leader chat with them. Star consultant and above, we do a leader chat. And they're the first to know whatever, or maybe I have a question, or maybe I can post in there and say, hey, what are you doing? Like, what's going on with your team? Y'all's numbers are low. Tell me what's going on. I want to be able to help you, right? Because if you're a director, all you need is 4 star consultants, right? To be a director. That's it. That's amazing. So you've got to be in close contact with them. All right, and then who goes live in their team page? Do y'all go live in your team page? I know it's hard. I know it's nerve-wracking sometimes, but let me tell you, your team wants to see you. See you all pretty, see you not so pretty. They don't care. They want to see you. They want to communicate with you. Zooms are also another amazing way to interact with your team, because they get to see each other, which is kind of fun too. And they get to sit and talk too, not just type. And it makes them really feel important. We did a Zoom a couple of weeks ago, and Zoom is free up to 40 minutes. And Zoom popped up, and I didn't even tell them. Zoom popped up a thing and said, you're enjoying your time on Zoom. It's unlimited this session. I'm like, all right. How long were we on? Almost till midnight. It was like over 2 hours. Was it? Okay, so, and that was awesome. It was so awesome. It's an opportunity for them to have my undivided attention and each other's, and I ask whatever questions. So it's just amazing. They just absolutely love that. Shout outs on your team page, team mail. You should be doing all of those things. So since we are a leader, we're always giving of ourselves, and it's so important that we fill our cup. This can be anything from books, YouTube videos, inspirational quotes, your tribe of other leaders, conventions, seminars, and so on. You guys, you're here today. That's huge. I have 2 of my main leaders that are not here today. It is so big you're not just investing in yourself, you're investing in your team when you show up and do these things. We go to boot camp. Scentsy is very inexpensive to go, but like Hawaii, we had to pay for that. But that's an investment. That's an investment in your business. That's an investment in your team, and it's a tax write-off. And we got to go to Hawaii. It was amazing. So who are you hanging out with? Are you hanging out with people that are like-minded in their dreams, that support you, that love you? If you're not, you need to find new people. So who here is 50 or more? 50 years old or older? I wouldn't know anything about that. I've been at 29 for a few years now. So if you're 50, you've lived at least 599 months, 18,236 days, 437,664 hours, and that is 26,259,840 seconds. No matter how you break it down, each year, month, and day is precious. Ted Enstrom says, anything that is wasted effort represents wasted time. The best time management becomes linked inseparably with our best utilization of our efforts. My takeaway from that is my time is valuable, and I have to manage it carefully, intentionally. So I do have a guideline of things I want to hit on with my team and my recruits, but I don't do that systematically. I don't typically go down a list and answer this, and this for me. Nothing like that. But one of my favorite personal books is The 5 Love Languages. Who's read it? Anybody read The 5 Love Languages? It's amazing, you guys. While it's an incredible and valuable book for your marriage, it's outstanding in helping you strive for any relationship. If you can truly tell what someone's love language is, you can be purposeful in how you communicate with them. For example, if their love language is, one of my team's love languages is words of affirmation, those gifts I'm sending them, they aren't going to care about that. because that's not their love language. So at our last team meeting, I passed out the 5 love languages quiz. It is amazing to help you get to know your team. You could actually send it to them digitally and have them fill it out and send it back to you. You can download it and print it at 5, lovelanguages.com/quizzes. And that has helped me more than any other systems that I've tried. So know that whatever you're going through as a leader is not unique to you. We all have struggles. We all feel on top of the world, and unfortunately, we all feel like complete and total failures. Do you have a teammate that's cheated or stealed, asked you 5 million questions and the same one 2 million times? How about every excuse of why nothing seems to be good enough for them or why they can't do something? But they have they don't, there's nothing that they want to try because they have an excuse to why it's not going to work. There's no problem on the outside of Scentsy that you will not experience on the inside of Scentsy. Sometimes we just need to talk or share our experiences, and you'll find you're not alone. You'll also find that your top performing teamies today will not be your top performing teamies next year. I can guarantee you that. It's something to look back a year ago to see who my top teams are, and they are barely staying active now. So what does that mean? That means you need to be always expanding your front line. Recruit, recruit, recruit. You will find that some teamies are one-hit wonders. They want that title, but they care less about maintaining it. You will reach out and never hear back from 90% of your team. Your team page will be crickets, your phone calls not returned, you send team mail or even gifts and not even get an acknowledgement, let alone a thank you. How many does that happen to? You send things and you never even hear anything, and then you have to message them, hey, did you by any chance get a package from me? Oh yeah. Should that stop you from being a good leader? No, but it should make you reevaluate consistently who you pour your energy into, and most importantly, your time. You're not going to connect with everyone on your team, and that's okay. And you need to realize that and put it into proper perspective. You've got to lead your team to income-producing activities. I can't tell you the number of people that say, I don't have money for samples, or I need to go hand out samples. Those samples don't do you any good if you're not following up and the people don't appreciate them that you're handing them out to. I mean, if they're just going to throw it in the trash, what does it matter, right? You want to be able to get those things into potential customers. So just being random about everything, that is not income-producing activities. So I know you guys have heard the word a lot, authenticity. It's genuine, original, real, credible. I know we hear those words over and over again, but what does it really mean to your business and your leadership abilities? Are you connecting with people in a genuine way? When I talk about Scentsy products, I love everything I talk about. I freaking love this bunny. Like, I love it, y'all. Farrah has been around the world with me. She has an Instagram, just so y'all know. I adore our laundry products. I love them. Like, oh, they smell so good. But if you're not using the product, how do you know if you love it or not? I don't say those things because I'm trying to make a sale. I say those things because I believe it. Right? If I tell my team how proud of them I am, I mean it. My customers and team know that and trust me in my recommendation. If I think fiddle leaf fig smells like a dead toad, I don't talk about it. While I tend to attract people who have like interests of mine, I do have customers that love that dreadful scent. Why would I spoil their joy by telling them I hate something? Right? So when I do a party or I pass out a couch party, I say to them, if you don't like something, please don't tell that to other people. Because before they even try it, they're going to think they don't like it. So they're probably not even going to try it. So if one of my team's goal is $200, and I think that's a super low goal to have, right? But it's not for her. And she messages me and says, oh my God, I just hit $200 in sales. Am I going to say, girl, get back to me when you hit 500? No, I'm going to praise her, and I'm going to encourage her to reach further. Girl, you will be hitting $500 a month in no time. People know if you're being authentic. They read you, they see what you're doing. So don't give your teenies false hopes. Meaning, don't say it if you're not going to follow through. You're not only representing yourself, you're representing Scentsy, and what people think of you is what they think of Scentsy. When you find a passion in what you do, you will be comfortable. And I challenge you to find your passion. It doesn't have to be in Scentsy. Your passion will bleed through Scentsy. Maybe it's our buddies. Maybe it's meeting new friends. Maybe it's fundraisers for pet rescues. I did 4 or 5 pet rescue fundraisers in September when we launched our pet line. It was amazing. I'll give my commissions away all day long. You know why? I get new customers. So I've got amazing customers now from those fundraisers that I never even knew. I friend every single person going to an event on Facebook, every one of them. They are now my customers, but they know I'm genuine. In keeping with authenticity, never be afraid to share your failures. Did you go to a home party and forget to bring your box with each fragrance system in it, or maybe even your testers? Did you, like me, order someone 2 car bars instead of wax bars? She come to pick them up and you're so happy you got it all pretty packaged. She opens it up and says, "Where's my wax?" Or have you gotten to an event and forget your table or your tent or your money bag? Share those with your teenies. They want to hear that everything is not rosy with you too. I mean, and it's not. I mean, things go wrong all the time. Sometimes there's power in knowing that you are not alone. Are you setting great examples for your team and customers? Are you following Scentsy standards? Are you being an example of what a good leader should be? Maybe you are the only amazingness someone's going to see about Scentsy or even direct sales. So many people have such a bad misconception of direct sales, and it does affect our business. So maybe you are going to be that good. Maybe they had a bad experience with another company or even with another sponsor in Scentsy. I've had that happen before. I've had someone leave someone else's team and join mine because they felt, and it was the person under me, but they felt more comfortable with it. That was a hard pill to swallow for both me and my downline. You might be the only good they see, so don't push people, don't tell them, show them, lead them the way. So we have an amazing ability to overestimate what we do in the next 5 years and totally underestimate what we can do in the next 15 minutes. I know that when I come to any of our amazing trainings, if I walk away with one piece of information that can make me a better friend, leader, parent, glammy, or wife, it's invaluable. We all have talents. What are you doing with your talents to inspire others? I happen to be a sexual abuse survivor. After many years of trying to ignore it, hiding it, being angry about it, I opened myself up to heal. I love to share my story with others. If I give one person hope, then what I went through was for them. I also have the gift of hospitality. I will cook you under the table. A happy belly leads to a happy heart. I asked my husband. I love to entertain, to gift. My monthly crates are crafted with love. I'm determined to bring joy, and Scentsy allows me to do that. Find your talent, use your talent, build your brand around your talent. I'll end with this. I attended a women's conference at church a few years ago, and God gave me a clear vision. I was standing in front of lots of women and impacting them with my story. Scentsy has been in many ways a catalyst for that to happen. My prayer has been that if I have given you one takeaway today, then I have fulfilled His calling. As this book closes, 20,000 days and counting, it reads, "Be your best self, do not imitate anyone else, find your strengths, find your talents. They make you smile and cause you to experience real joy inside. Life is not about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. You have to take a chance to make your dreams become a reality. Don't be afraid of making mistakes, make lots of them. Your odds for success will increase with the number of decisions you make. Have patience with your dreams and the expectations you have for others. Be impatient with yourself daily. Live as this is your last day. Say I love you to all those who matters. Know that everyone matters."
do not leave early. You will be disappointed if you leave early today. So, thank you guys.